Hey guys, come and get ready with me while I chat about the last 30 days of me attempting to become a content creator. Alright, so if you are new to my page and you're just coming across, hi, my name is Keisha. I am now a stay-at-home mom of two, but when I started my page in February, I was still working. When I first started my page in February, I was still working full-time. I was commuting roughly an hour and a half, so I was already looking at work from home jobs. Alright, so we all know that right now with the economy, gas is extremely high, and so I wasn't making, a whole lot of money. I wasn't like a six-figure earner. I was making regular money. I made $17 and some change. So me driving an hour and a half, now paying $70 for gas, and I filled up 3 times a week. Plus I was paying for a babysitter to stay an additional 2 hours until I got back home. The math just wasn't mathing. So I ended up talking to Bae, and Bae was like, yeah, I've been ready for you to come home anyway. Plus again, it just wasn't making sense. And so I was like, maybe I'll try in the meantime while I'm waiting for my work from home job to start. Maybe I'll try content creation. So many people make money online. Why can't I make money online? I said, you know what, I'm going to try this content creation thing. And if it doesn't work out, oh freaking well. I mean, I'm not losing anything. I'm going to be home anyway. So let's see what I can do in 60 days. And guys, this first 30 days, I am just blown away. And that was me kind of going hard, but still didn't really know what I was doing. This next 30 days, oh, and I know I'm looking crazy. You guys like, what? Where's the foundation? Stay with me, y'all. For the first 30 days, what I ended up doing, I just started doing research. I put everything into ChatGPT because I knew absolutely nothing. I got into some engagement lives because obviously I needed a following. If I'm going to appeal to brands, I needed to also start branding myself. All right, guys, I'm a bit of a rambler. First thing that I did was I started getting into engagement rooms. I was like, okay, I keep seeing everybody talking about these engagement lives. Let me get into one of these things and figure it out. So that is by far the best thing that I could have done, because not only did I get my, of course, follower count up, but I also got engagement, and I have met some really great people, y'all. So it literally took me a week and a half to get up to 1,000 followers. That way I was able to go ahead and join the TikTok Shop pilot program. So I got in literally a week and a half of me trying. I didn't really know what to post once I got in the TikTok Shop. So I will say this, do not expect to get no free samples. I ended up joining an agency, so I did get one free sample, and that literally just came. And again, guys, my 30 days will be Wednesday. It's just now coming. And of course, brands want to see that you can make them money. So it's going to be extremely hard to get an actual sample. I will say I was not prepared for how long it would take to make a sale. I guess I just was like, oh, people post a product and then, people click on it and buy it. And I think because when you see creators and you see them in the program, and you see them post like 10, 20 videos a day of like so many different products or the same product, you automatically assume that, oh yeah, they gotta be making sales. But even once joining the agency, there are people that have like 20, 30,000 followers that aren't making any money right now, so that kind of made me nervous. I was like, okay, maybe not, let me not put all my eggs in one basket. So let's start this Facebook page. Started Facebook. I tested out my Reels first. Reels wasn't really doing anything for me there. It just wasn't, which I'm not surprised, because I heard a mix. I heard some people say you make more money posting actual pictures, which that is what's working for me right now. And I noticed that my pictures were doing really good. So I was like, okay, let's stick with the pictures. Then I started joining groups. So I started just going down this rabbit hole of trying to figure out different ways that people engage on Facebook. You're going to spend your first 30 days really researching and getting your page together, optimizing your page for whatever your goal is. And so to do that, I was going to ChatGPT. I was typing in different prompts. I was, doing all these different things, trying to optimize my profile, which I will say that was extremely helpful. I was screenshotting each post, like the analytics after I posted it, putting it back in ChatGPT and asking it, like, what do you think? Give me, the rundown, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm in the process of working up my Facebook. I will say I've been kind of letting it slide this week just because I've been filming a whole lot. I'm trying to figure out how to batch content, which that has been working really well, and being able to schedule it. Even though I was initially focusing on just TikTok Shop, I'm not sure what video is appealing to Amazon. I'm not mad at it. Keep pushing. but I have gotten a lot of response from UGC agencies as well as Amazon. So now, I was so stuck on TikTok Shop that I really didn't look into those other avenues. So this past week, I started pitching in stuff to some brands, smaller brands, along with, oh gosh, hold on, y'all. I cannot do my mascara on camera. The moral of the story is just don't be scared to pivot. Do not be scared to try the unknown. Right now, I was so zoned in on just doing TikTok Shop, that's gonna be it, that I was getting ready to miss all these other opportunities. I'm waiting on a PR from a small business, which, she's offering lip care. I'm also waiting on a sample for, another beauty skincare. I was able to partner with a really great brand, which I'm excited to add that to my portfolio. I'm going to have to look through to see if I can say the name or not, but they are very, very well known and in stores. I would have missed out on all those opportunities. And so do not be scared to try new things. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to feel a little cringy, especially if you're a little bit older, like myself. I still feel cringy at times, but just do it. You never know what's going to come from it. And I can see the momentum, and just imagine, what if you're on the brink to crossing the finish line, and you gave up too soon. Do not be scared to keep pushing. Even when you don't know how to go, figure it out, research it. Do not be scared to learn new things. Especially for myself, I'm learning that it's okay to be uncomfortable, and some of your biggest growths will come from you being uncomfortable. So that is it, y'all. I'm gonna stop yapping you guys' head off, but you guys have an amazing day, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Just think, what if it does? What if it does? So I will see you guys in the next one.